was done videoing for today, but as I was cleaning up the broccoli salad, my dear sweet turkey little boy said, "Mama, are you making biscuits?" "No, baby, I'm not making biscuits. But Mama, I want some biscuits." He's over there snickering. He knows Mama won't say no if he asks for something. Let me take that back. In the kitchen, a lot of the times, Mama won't say no. There are plenty of things Mama says no to. So I pulled out Fancy Nancy, because I'm working with flour. I will get it all over me. I have measured out 4½ cups of flour. I have 1 teaspoon of, let me check my recipe because I don't ever use the same recipe for biscuits. 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 tablespoon plus 1 teaspoon of baking powder. We'll just mix that together really well. There are so many recipes for biscuits, guys. Sometimes I make biscuits with just cream and butter. Sometimes I do them with self-rising flour. I have a couple of different recipes I use. So anyway, what I need to do now is cut the butter in. I have chopped it up into teeny tiny pieces because it's getting late in the afternoon and I kind of want to be done with cooking and get supper going. So, doing the video and then get supper going. So let me grab the butter. Here it is. I chopped it into little pieces. We're just going to work it in. The idea is to keep the butter really cold so that when it's in the oven, the steam off of it releases and causes the biscuits to rise. So hard. Just use your hands and just quickly get it in there. Try not to work the butter too much because you do not want it to warm up very much. That's why I cut it into little pieces. You can freeze the butter and grate it. I have friends that do that, and that's fine too. A lot of times after I do this step, I will actually put this flour mixture back into the refrigerator and let it get cold again, and then pull it back out and roll it and cut my biscuits and cook. So, but we're just going to go with it today. Our biscuits may not rise as well or be as pretty, but they'll still taste just fine. Hopefully. Just squishing the butter with the flour. As I finish mixing in the butter, I just want to tell you another reason I wanted to do these biscuits is I have a friend whose husband has been undergoing chemotherapy for a very aggressive cancer. And a while back, she asked me, when I first started doing videos, I asked for recommendations, and she said biscuits, and I won't singing. I don't really sing, guys. Oh my goodness, I really don't. But I keep their little boy, and he gave me Mickey Mouse pot holders. I've mentioned them before on a video, pot holders and towels. So I'm going to use my pot holders and towels with Mickey Mouse as I make my biscuits today. I think I've got the butter all mixed in. It's just kind of crumbly. Can you see? You just don't want any real big chunks. I have put this video off and put this video off because I have not always had the best luck with biscuits, and it scares me to actually put it on a biscuit and be that vulnerable to the rest of the world. It's scary. You've got people who could just be watching you and judging you. It's okay. All right, now we're going to mix in the milk. This is 2 cups of buttermilk. I just had whole milk, so I used 2 teaspoons of vinegar to turn it into buttermilk. Just want to mix it in. You don't want a super wet dough, but you don't want it dry either, just until it starts to come together. And this is one of those things, it just depends on the weather, where the moon and sun are in the sky. Who knows? Sometimes you use more milk, sometimes you don't use as much. Almost there. Ooh. I think this is good. I think when I poured that milk the last time, it was just a little bit too much. That's why we keep a little flour handy. If it's too wet, just add in a little bit more flour. It's good enough. Flour your surface really well, because this dough is sticky. You don't want it to stick. Sorry to have the back of the bowl to you. Off your fingers. Make it into a little ball. More flour if you need it. Just don't dump it all over you and the floor. Alright. Now we're just going to roll it out a little bit, because I'm going to fold it. If you like layered biscuits, folding is your secret. Just a minute, let me grab my rolling pin. Hello. Two. Oops. I know, I look terrible with that all over my hands. Three. Oh, it's so soft. 4. 5. You see the layers are trying to separate. I accidentally poured too much flour. roll them out to about half inch, however thick you want them. If you get close, you can still see the chunks of butter. All right. Let me wash up my hands and we'll cut them. All right. We have our biscuit cutter. Now, one little secret tip. When you cut the biscuit, don't twist, because when you twist the dough around, and it keeps the biscuit from rising as well as it should. I'll just cut these out and get them on the pan. This is always so relaxing. For some reason, every time I think about doing these biscuits, and even when I was getting the ingredients ready, one song just goes through my head. I'm not a singer, guys, so I may just edit this out. We'll see. But it's Beulah Land. Beulah Land, I am longing for you, and someday on thee I'll stand. There my home shall be sorry, eternal. Beulah Land, sweet Beulah Land. I don't know why, it just goes through my head. I guess because it's a relaxing song. This is something relaxing. Except when the dough doesn't cooperate. Trying to get as many biscuits as I can out of this. I want to use some of these some more because we are actually going to my friend's house tomorrow to keep her son. And we have to leave, don't see, we have to leave early. So I just wanted something quick to grab heading out the door. There we go. I have just taken this dough now that I've got all the biscuits cut out and pushed it back together and done one more roll. They're not as pretty, but you can do that. I'll show you. See if it'll work. Sometimes they're really not very nice. But I hate wasting all this dough. Roll it back out. Get a couple more biscuits out of it. That way you don't feel like you've wasted so much. There we go. And then my mom, she would take even these little bits and make baby biscuits. That's what she called them. I always got the baby biscuits. I was the baby in the family. Not gonna want to rise. I keep messing with them. All right, guys. Ready to put them in the oven? These aren't going to be pretty. I promise you. You'll see when they come out of the oven. But if you can eat them, why not? The oven is heated to 450. You can do 425, just until they're golden brown on top. Oh my goodness, guys. Look at this gloriousness coming out of this oven. I guess I need to mess up biscuits more often. Camera lady's mouth saying, ow, hanging. I can't help it, I want to touch it. Her mouth is hanging wide open. Hold on. Where's my old fiddlesticks? We'll just keep this one. Oh, here it is. Look at this. Wow. Is that a thing of beauty or what? Yum. Oh goodness. But let me show you the ones that we messed up. Well, didn't mess up, but we used the extra dough. They're not horrible. They're just not, what, prim and proper biscuits? They're still okay. Bye, biscuit. Oh goodness. I'm so crazy in the kitchen, guys. Well, anyway, there are our biscuits. I hope I didn't torture you too much with that singing. I really want to break one open and see what it's like. Let's use this little one and see if it's done enough. Yes, they are just, oh, fine. Well, I am so choked up today, guys. I don't know if it's the pollen or where I've been talking a lot or what. But I'm going to put these biscuits in our basket. I'm going to brew up some throat coat tea. I'm going to sit down and relax a few minutes before I have to run to the store to grab the rest of the things I need for supper. Thank you so much for dropping by today. See you guys next time. Oh, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for joining me. See you next time. Bye-bye.